Today's story is called The Baby Jesus in Danger. Mary and Joseph knew that the baby Jesus was a very special child. Before the baby was born, God sent angels to tell them about Jesus. One angel came to Joseph. He brought this message:
"Thou shalt call his name Jesus, for he shall save his people from their sin."
An angel also came to Mary. He brought the same message:
"Thou shalt call his name Jesus, the Lord God shall give unto him the throne of his father David. Of his kingdom there shall be no end."
There were other people who knew that Jesus was a special child. Wisemen in the east saw a special star in the sky. They knew that it meant a special child was born. He would be the King of the Jews. They waited to worship him. They followed the star. You know, traditionally, you see 3 wise men, but in the Bible, it doesn't really say how many wise men came and traveled to see the child. I think that people say 3 because there were 3 gifts. There was gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Gold represents that Jesus would be king. Frankincense represents that Jesus would be the priest. And myrrh is a reminder that he would die for our sins. It could have been hundreds of wise men went on that journey. Let's get back to our story. The wise men traveled a long way. They came to Jerusalem. They began asking, "Where is the new baby, the King of the Jews? We have seen his star. We have come to worship him." Soon King Herod heard about them. Was there a new king? How could there be? After all, Herod was king. He did not want another king around. He had to find out about this king. Then he would make sure that the new king could never take his place. King Herod called the wise men of his own land.
"Where was the baby to be born?"
he asked. "In Bethlehem of Judea. It is written in the book of the prophet." Then King Herod sent for the wise men from the east.
"Where did you first see the star?"
he asked. By their answer, he knew when Jesus had been born. He knew how old the child would be.
"Go to Bethlehem and find him. When you find him, come and tell me. I want to go to Bethlehem to worship him too."
The wise men went toward Bethlehem. The star went before them. Suddenly the star stopped. It was over the place where Mary and Joseph were living with the young child Jesus. The wise men were happy. The star had led them to the baby king. Now the star shone over the house. The wise men went into the house. They saw the young child with Mary, his mother. They worshipped him. Then they opened their treasures and gave him rich gifts. The wise men gave Jesus gold, frankincense, and myrrh. These were gifts for a king. The wise men rejoiced to find the new king, but they did not tell Herod about it. God sent a dream to warn the wise men. He told them to go home another way. He did not want them to go back to Herod. The wise men went back to their country another way. This reminds me of a song that's called "Going Home Another Way." Going home another way, going home another way. They have seen the babe, they have followed the star, going home another way. God knew that Jesus was in danger. Since the visit of the wise men, King Herod was looking for the child. Herod wanted to kill Jesus. He was afraid that Jesus would take his place as king. God sent an angel in a dream to tell Joseph this message.
Awake and take the young child and his mother and go into Egypt.
Joseph knew that the child's life was in danger. He got up at night. He awakened Mary and Jesus. They started along the rocky path toward Egypt. The journey was very dangerous. The rocky path was hard to travel. The desert land had no food. Many thieves were along the way, and Herod's soldiers might find them. The soldiers had orders to kill Jesus. Mary and Joseph were afraid of the dangers, but they knew that God would take care of Jesus. As God watched over them, they traveled along the road to Egypt. They stayed there till King Herod died. Then God sent an angel to tell Joseph that it was safe to return home. Jesus was no longer in danger from King Herod. Thank you for listening to my story.
3 wise men. Three wise men looking at stars. One saw Venus, one saw Mars. One saw a star, bright and new, so they followed that star like wise men do. Follow it to the left, follow it to the right. Up, down, all around, shining, shining bright. Three wise men need a break. One got a blister, one got an ache. One got a hole in the bottom of his shoe, so they stopped for a rest like wise men do. Follow it to the left, follow it to the right. Up, down, all around, shining, shining bright. Three wise men back on track. One in the front and one in the back. One in the middle of the other two. Follow the star like wise men do. Follow it to the left, follow it to the right. Up, down, all around, shining, shining bright. Follow that star tonight. See you next year, reindeer.